Hey guys, welcome back. Today is Sunday for me, and there have been some plants that I have been eyeing all week that I want to chop up. We can definitely say the propagation itch has settled in. I feel like I've heard that when it gets colder, you're not supposed to propagate your plants, but I have done it every single year since owning plants, so let's chop them. Okay, firstly, this is all the moss that I have, so once I run out of this, I'm done propagating because I don't know why, but I don't really like propagating plants in water as much anymore. It just always looks disgusting. I need some water for this though, so I'm gonna go grab that. I got this bowl of water. I don't know why I got a bowl. I could have grabbed a cup, but I didn't think it would be big enough and I didn't want to make multiple trips. Let's pour this water on it so we can get it going before we start chopping. I don't think this needs as much water as the other one because it's not as big. I think I could definitely pour some more water because right here is really dry. Where did I get this bowl? I think I can see him growing on camera like a little piece of bread. I think it's wet enough. Is it? We worked with this plant in my last video. This is one of my Monstera Albo. We put it on a moss pole. Love this one. It's so cute and perfect. But, so what I want to do is take a chop. This is my mother plant, my mother Monstera Albo plant. She's put out some really good leaves and currently has two big aerial roots that would go perfect on that little moss pole with the other Monstera Albo. There's an aerial root right here and there's a long one right here. And there's, oops, not me about to break a leaf. Okay, let's just chop it because I've been so excited to do this. Every day I walk by this plant and I just want to right where the aerial roots are. Because before I even chop this, what doesn't make sense to me is how perfect everything is lined up on this pole. Like there's a lot of aerial roots that go straight into the moss pole, but then as soon as I propagate the plant, they start growing the opposite way of where the pole is. How would I ever turn this around and get this back into the pole? There's just no way. So I think if I propagate this and put it on its own pole and let these root into a moss pole, it's gonna do so much better and I can't wait. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, let's just do it. Should I do it big or small? I'm gonna do, I don't know. I'm cutting it. Oh my God. Is this gonna be okay? Is this gonna be okay? Is this gonna be... I did it. This one plant, I propagated this one mother plant so many times, but she keeps giving me these gorgeous leaves. And in order to get these bigger or get these little plants bigger, I feel like I need to put them on a pole where their aerial roots can be supported properly. Right? I don't know. I don't know. This is what she looks like now though. Oh my God, down to the crusty leaves again. I mean, there's a little bit of weight on that one. Okay, I'm putting this down. Why am I out of breath? Yo, that plant is so heavy. Wow, it's finally off of the mother plant. This is the last leaf that just came out and it's so beautiful. Look at this thing. But what I meant was for this one, I'm just gonna stick the aerial roots into the moss pole and like kind of set this part down in the top. The substrate on top of here is pretty dry, so I don't have to really wait for this to harden off the end of this propagation. I feel like there's more space on this side of the moss pole to just him in there. I'm gonna take this piece of tape off first. Should we check on this aerial root that we put in last time? Because he was kind of crusty. Oh wow. Let me not take it out because it's really, oh my God, it's not going back in easy. You can stick it in without breaking that long aerial root. Oh, it's going in so easily. Thank you. Oh my God, it's perfect. It's a perfect freaking fit right against the pole. The bottom one and the top one, they went right in. I'm gonna tape it now. Wow, look at this plant. It's beautiful. Take that leaf out. Look at me with an Albo. I would have never thought. I used to talk so much shit about this Albo because I spent like $500 on it. I had no variegation on it when I first got it. If you know, you know. But I'm actually quite impressed now. I'm quite impressed that I got it to this point. I'm trying to get this tape on nice and tight. Okay, I think I got it. I did get it. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about the sun. It just got super dark. Let me put you guys up a little bit. Guys, look at how cute this is. Look at me with the whole little Albo plant with all these white leaves. Are you kidding? I'm so excited. When I get a fenestration, I might faint. But before we propagate anything else, I have an aerial root that made its way into the pole, if you can see right there, but there's no moss there, so It's time to top her off, which I shall do right now. Oops. I always get so much moss in the pot, but it's whatever. I didn't notice that that arrowroot had got that long, but I'm glad it did because I was a little nervous for this plant because this is the one that we put in here with the moss from the cylinder jar that I had it in, and I couldn't get the moss off. This is that one. I think it put out another leaf though. Did it? Is this new? No, I don't know if this is new. I don't think this is new, but it has one coming out right now, which is super exciting. Sorry, I'm a little high up, but it's right here. New leaf. What is that on the, oh, it's moss. Every time I play with moss, there's like little specks of moss on my plants after, and I think it's bugs every time. Anywho, I pulled some pots from my little closet, and I have all these little pots that I haven't used in a long time. So we're gonna put a few propagations in these. There is a Monstera Albo right here actually that I want to prop. I noticed last night, oh my god, this pot is so dirty, but if you can see inside, there's an aerial root right there that's trying to make its way down into the substrate. But I think instead I am going to chop it off. Just trying to chop it so that, okay. Sorry if you couldn't see that. I'm kind of scared for this, guys. Like, what did I just do? I'm gonna take this little pot because it's blue, and blue is my favorite color. I just love anything blue. Let's pray for this because I don't think I took enough no. There's like no, it's like just aerial root. I have so many plants right now and it's honestly a little bit stressful. So I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think I like the plant stress. I wanna chop my Monstera Adansonii. I don't wanna take it off the wall though. I think I'm just gonna start chopping from this guy and I'll show you the cuttings and we can go put them in moss and back in my bedroom. Here. Here's one. Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't cut this plant in so long. I'm not gonna chop too much. Ah, my camera's overheating. We're back and we have some Monstera Adansonii propagations. And I'm gonna do it like node by node unless there's a top cut somewhere, obviously. And I want to propagate them in this little jar that I made a long time ago. I just like the color of it, it's cute. I love these little leaves. This is the only little top cut that I got because there's another leaf coming out right there, if you can see. Recently, I actually took my Philodendron El Chaco Red off of the moss pole. I literally did surgery on that moss pole to remove the roots safely, just because it was smelling weird. The moss just looked so green and disgusting. I really wanted to refresh the moss pole. I just felt like it needed it, but now I just want to chop the plant and watch new beautiful red roots grow. But I only have one Philodendron El Chaco Red and that shit was like $160 when I got it. So I'm really not trying to fuck around and find out with that plant. I did chop off a couple leaves on it because they were giving crusty. Now it's down to 3 leaves and it has one that's coming out now as well. So hopefully it does good, but if it doesn't do good, like if it starts dying or something, I'm just going to propagate the plant, which is not what I'm hoping for, but how exciting would that be to be able to propagate a plant that I've never propagated in my collection before. Okay, so we have all of the cuttings and I'm just going to take them like this and just stick them down in the moss before we backfill it. As many as I can. People always ask me, how do I have success with like propagating plants? I just be doing anything, which I always say, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes things die. This is already looking pretty full. I don't want it to get too crazy in there because I want it to be able to actually come out when I need it to come out. But I don't want to have too many jars of propagation. So I am trying to fill it up a little, just a bit. I think that might be good, but maybe one more. Now I'm just gonna, actually no, I'm gonna take this one out. This is the top cut that has like a really fresh leaf on it. I'm gonna put that one. I'm gonna put this one here, it's a bigger leaf. And now I shall backfill. Very carefully. Well, as carefully as possible, I guess. That was too much. To get it in there on top of the roots and kind of off the stem. I'm gonna have to check on these though, because it's a little bit compacted, so I don't want the new growth that comes out to get stuck, but how cute. This moss is so wet. I'm gonna have to sit these props in the sun. I mean, I could have squeezed it out a little bit, but it's really whatever. They kind of do need water, and sometimes I propagate plants in water, so they should be fine. I'm just gonna backfill this one a little bit, not too much. Not too tight. Not too much and not too tight. So cute. Right now I have 2 Monstera Adansonii plants that are growing very well. So I can't wait to have more, honestly. Little moss in there, and I'm just gonna put the last 2 propagations into this green pot. Don't really like green on green, but it'll do, donkey. It'll do. Those are gonna come in so beautifully. I will keep you updated. Moving on, I really want to propagate my Philodendron Mami. And the only 2 I have right now are my mother plant Mami, which is in the greenhouse. I'll grab it in a second. And then I have this little one that came from a bunch of propagations. But look at how tiny these leaves are, guys. Like, they're not that big. And I want bigger leaves. So this is my mother plant Mami. I did recently put it on a moss pole. If you guys are like, when did it get on a moss pole? I recently did that like last week. And now I'm just gonna take the top cut where there's a new leaf coming out, if you can see. And that nice red right there. Yeah, we're cutting that off. I'm gonna chop it down here. I'm scared. I did it. I haven't propagated one of these in so long. Look how beautiful this is. With the new leaf coming out, and you guys know I don't like to propagate plants when they have a fresh leaf that just came out, or that's not done unfurling, but it's whatever. I really, really want to propagate this plant. Look at all of this. And I'm just gonna shove it in there as far down as possible. I don't want to ruin this in any type of way. Looks so good. Look at how cute this is. That does bring me to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. And until my next video, bye guys. Am I zoomed in? Why does it feel like I'm zoomed in? Am I zoomed in? No, I'm not. Yo, the bugs! I can't even keep up with myself sometimes. The girls who get it, get it. Is that my little braid coming out? It is my little braid coming out. Oh, it looks like such a nice day outside. Am I crooked?